So another big question I get about Mexico is, what are the transportation options? Well, there are actually several, and it kind of depends on where you live and what sort of lifestyle you're looking for. To give you a quick example, my family and I do have our own car in Mexico. It's actually a Dodge Ram 1500 truck, so quite a big truck that we use on road trips throughout the country and also to drive back and forth to the United States. The truck is a Florida plated truck, and as temporary residents, we can actually bring in a foreign plated car into Mexico. You can also do so on a tourist visa. So you just get a temporary import permit, you do some paperwork at the border, which is quite simple. Or you can also buy a car in Mexico, and many of my friends have done that as well. So you can easily drive throughout Mexico. Most areas are very safe. I always recommend that you drive during the day and you stick to the toll roads. And you also have to keep in mind that driving in Mexico is a whole different ballgame than the US. Major highways are fairly similar, although people tend to drive somewhat fast. But on the smaller roads out in the country, rural areas, and in cities, people can drive quite fast and aggressively, and you have to kind of get used to that. But I haven't had any major incidents on the roads in Mexico. Another great way to get around Mexico is the first class buses. There's a great bus network throughout the country, and you can actually get on these first class premium buses, first class meaning comfortable reclining seats, huge chairs, more like recliners than a typical bus seat. They come with entertainment systems, even Wi-Fi. They give you a meal, and there's a nice bathroom on board. And you can take these buses that crisscross the country, and the trips are quite comfortable and they are quite affordable as well. To give you a quick example, to go from my home in San Miguel de Allende to Mexico City, which is about 4.5 hours away, the trip is $20 each way for one of these first class buses. Now, Mexico also has several discount airlines like Volaris and Viva Aerobus, and there's others as well. And they'll basically get you around the country, which has many international airports and many regional airports as well, quite cheaply also. And to give you another quick example, my family and I are going to be flying from here in central Mexico, from the León airport up to Tijuana. And then we'll actually be crossing into San Diego in Southern California. And our tickets were about $40 each way per person. So tremendously cheap to fly basically across the country. And you can find deals like this throughout Mexico. So if you live or are visiting Mexico City or someplace in central Mexico, you could be on the Riviera Maya or the Pacific Coast for well under $100 each way. So it makes it extremely affordable to get around Mexico. So those are just some of the long-term, large-scale transportation options. But if you're in a place in Mexico, depending on the community you're living in, you probably are going to just be walking around on foot quite a lot. That's especially true in kind of compact villages and cities and towns. Taxis are widely available and very reasonably priced as well. And there's also local bus systems too. You just hop on a bus to get where you're going, tremendously cheap to take the bus in Mexico too. So that's how you get around in Mexico.